My guest this week was Gogo Graham, and I filmed this episode back to back with Miss Mamshi. So Gogo's was first, and then Miss Mamshi's was next, and I shot them the same day, and it was the day of the rapture. Does anybody remember that? What was that, like October, November? So this has been in the files for that long, and I'm so sorry. But Mama's been busy. Mama just won or like settled on a court case, and it went really well, all in our favor. And I'm having to look for a new place. So if you hear of anything, let me know. But this episode, we talk all about Gogo's art. We talk about her sewing. We talk about her painting. We talk about her body, which is an extension of her art. She's one of the smartest, most intentional women that I know. And we spoke a bit about Cecilia as well. Cecilia Gentili, mother. She was very close with Cecilia, and she had a hand on making her dress for the funeral as well. So you get to hear about that as well. I hope that you are all taking time right now to find what makes you happy. Do it again, do it with loved ones. Um, find new hobbies, new special interests, new people. I hope that you're eating your favorite meals. I hope that you're resting. I hope that you are finding time to shower and feed yourself, which can be incredibly difficult when the world is on fire. I hope this brings you a little bit of joy today, and I hope you enjoy the episode. Without further ado, Go Graham.
Thanks for having
Hi.
me.
Oh my god, you look so smooth.
Well, the tool tends to do that to the skin.
Yeah, it really hides
Everything.
everything. Go. We have become friends.
Yes.
How? Well, how did we become? I guess death does that. Brings people together.
Cecilia.
Yeah.
Yes, we're both Cecilia's daughters. And we did some things together when she was still with us.
Yes. The most memorable was, what would you call it? It was an installation.
Like a performance.
Okay. And that was at
That was at Lubov Gallery.
Okay, and that was in December.
It was in...
My memory.
It was in September of 2023.
You messaged me about it, and she told me that Cecilia was gonna be on this like rotating thing. I'm gonna add some clips for anybody. Oh my god, my tit. I'm gonna add some clips for anybody watching. It was me doing Cecilia's makeup, and it was inspired. The makeup that I was doing on Cecilia was inspired by your mother's makeup, right? That you had a picture of, and so that was my reference. And Cecilia had this like blonde hair on, and she was on this like rotating like floor thing, and behind us, Gogo was painting. How many did you do? Like 5?
I think 5.
You did 5 paintings?
But not at one time. I only did one during the performance.
Okay. The other 4, what brought that on?
Well, when I asked Cecilia about doing the performance together, she suggested that I have a subject that I paint a portrait of. And I asked her if she would be that subject, and she said yes.
Well, that's why she offered. Because she knew.
She
knew you'd be like, do you want to be my subject?
Yeah, and then she said that she would be telling a story of the time that she got abducted by aliens. And just for visual interest, I wanted to make some background paintings of her confronting the alien at different angles and lights. So that's what that was.
I love the one where she's like this.
Yeah, that I actually used a reference photo from her Reading show where she's like,
That's good. And you did her dress.
I did.
This one.
Yes.
And you also did 2 for me.
Yes.
Of the same dress.
The same one.
I was when I was in Edinburgh, I was smoking with one of my friends, Trey, and he accidentally lit one of the dresses with his cigarette.
That's why there's two.
I forgot. Yeah, I know. I forgot to tell you that though. But it's like in the cape. It's like right here. It's like a little hole.
Oopsie.
Oopsie. So your history in painting. Tell me about that.
It's not a long history.
Okay.
I love doing it, but I've never felt confident enough to do it until recently. Um, Honestly, because Cecilia encouraged me to start doing it.
Is there something else that you also do that you don't tell people about?
How much time do we have?
Yeah, well, no, but like, because I know that you sew, I know that you paint, but is there another medium that people might not know about?
um,
You dye your hair a lot, so you're a hair stylist.
I would love to be, and I think in another time in my life, I want to be a colorist, a hair colorist.
That's so interesting.
Because it gives me such a thrill to change my own hair, different levels and different colors
and cuts.
different cuts, and yeah.
Where do you think that comes from? Like, when's the first time you dyed your hair? Because I was like 12 the first time I did mine.
I think I was around that age too. My mom kind of was the inspo.
Always dyeing her hair.
She always had different cuts and styles and colors, and when I was little, I remember she had like a brunette perm, and then
like curls.
Curls, and then after that, she kind of had like straight brunette look, and then she went blonde, kind of like Posh Spice Bob.
Okay, was her hair fried?
No.
Wow.
No, she always did it
like the right way.
The right way.
Not like L'Oreal boxed, like she would go to like the salon.
She actually L'Oreal was the one that she first recommended to me. I think L'Oreal Preference is her preferred
go-to hair dye.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
And that was like, I think in my later teens, she was always doing her root touch-up with L'Oreal Preference Light Ash Blonde. Yeah, and I started, when was it? Yeah, I think it was like 6th grade or something. I was like, Mom, I want to be blonde too.
So you did the whole thing?
I did the whole thing. That time we did go to a salon, but I think every other time after that she did it for me. And I remember there was a time when she did like the cap with the holes in it.
Yes.
Where you do like the frosted tip.
You like pull out with like a little.
Yeah, the crochet.
Yeah, the crochet. Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah.
And then she also did like, and I feel like they still have it. The is it L'Oreal too? L'Oreal High Color for dark hair.
Okay. Oh, it's like meant for dark hair.
It's like reds and like darker colors.
Okay, for dark hair.
Yeah, because my roots are naturally a lot darker
than this
is.
Was that like a bonding for you? Because I used to, when I was a kid, I used to braid my mom's entire head.
Aww.
Like I would sit there for like 2-3 hours and just like braid, and then at the tip there would be like these really tacky little like, rubber bands.
Mm-hmm.
And we would like go to Walmart like that. Like she would have all these like braids, and then sometimes she would like put them back. Yeah, that was cute. I'm surprised that she hates that I'm trans, because I thought that she would love that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. But did your mom know about your transness, you think?
I don't know. I mean, I think she knew on some level, but I think the times were different in the 90s. So 90s. Having like a trans child was not really in the...
There was no... It's like, oh, my kid's just gay or something.
Yeah, my kid's just feminine. Or,
yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
Did they call you artistic as a kid? They.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think so. I was also like, I was kind of repressing my creativity, I think, too, because I had it in my mind that I had to be like the science diva.
Were you a science diva?
I thought I was for
Okay.
a long time, like all throughout grade school, and then in the beginning of college too.
Okay.
I was like going into it with like a biology major, trying to do like the pre-med path,
Oh.
but that wasn't really right for me.
If you were doing biology in college, when did you have time to like master painting
I
and
wasn't.
clothes?
I didn't really. I wasn't painting then. I wasn't doing clothes then either. But I met my good friend Kaden Ho, who wore that dress in my last
Recent
show.
collection about 5 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The one in which Cheeky did miraculously all of the hair for.
Well, but you actually did the hair.
Yes, but you installed all the wigs.
Gogo is very humble and sweet. Gogo did all of the hair by herself. She made all the looks, which she wasn't even supposed to do the hair. It ended up having to fall on her last minute. And then she still says that I did all the hair, even though all I did was put wig caps on everybody and then plop the hair on everyone.
Well, that's a lot of work for 20 girls.
It was actually insane. Like, I loved getting to spend 5 minutes with every ego,
Mm-hmm.
but like every girl was a little different, obviously, and like it's just so funny the way that trans women like, because obviously there's like a hierarchy, right? There's like the most passable girls like get the most camera time, feel the most cunt, and like have the biggest egos.
Society really makes us feel this way, that there's this hierarchy. And that was kind of a part of the inspiration for the show as well.
And Buffalo Bill was a huge inspiration in your life.
Well, you know, Buffalo Bill and many other characters like her.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess according to Hannibal, Buffalo Bill is not she, her.
Is giving he, him. That's what yeah, what are your thoughts on? I mean, because like if you're a killer, this is what the show was inspired by, like the trans archetype of like that we're like violent, which is actually all over the media right now, and that we're mass shooters, which I haven't mass shot in years, if you know what I mean. Oh.
Well, yeah.
I haven't shot in masses in years.
It's a good one.
Yeah, you're LOLing.
I'm just really nervous.
No, stop it. So this show is entirely like all I want it to be is Queer Archive. One day, like when Dolly Parton's 100 like year like birthday happens, and they uncover the CD that she put under Dollywood with all of her unreleased music.
Crossdresser?
Crossdresser? No. CD. There's something down there in the time capsule, and when that is dug up, so will these videos. People will finally watch them. And that's totally cool with me because this is purely a passion project. As you can see, it's very DIY in this motherfucker, which you are too.
I love DIY.
Yeah. Why? What's keeping you away from making things a little more polished?
Well, first I want to thank Dolly Parton for
her unreleased
burying this gem for posterity
with her music.
And I think for me and for so many other trans people, becoming who we are is kind of a DIY process. Because while there has been a lot of help from the state for us to get some things that we need if we're in New York,
mm-hmm.
They don't give us everything.
Right, they don't give us like mental stability.
Right, and we kind of have to learn how to be the woman that we are.
Adaptable, yeah.
So I think that kind of follows through with the clothes and my art, and I think for me it was important to learn how to do the high-end kind of techniques,
mm-hmm.
and to know what high-end garments look like.
Mm-hmm.
and to know how to do things properly.
Right.
But I really enjoy the aesthetic of things created in a way that look intentionally deconstructed.
Deconstructed. Yeah.
You know, and that includes doing high-end finishes on really crappy fabrics, but also, you know, vice versa, doing really nice fabrics but with shredded finishing and hems and, you know, making it look not polished on purpose.
It's so good. I know that like you like me, we have a hard time like taking in maybe. I mean, do you?
Taking in
Compliments or
oh yeah.
Yeah. And I get that. It's something that we have to like bulldoze past and be like, no, it's true. I actually am fierce and like alive and taking up space in this moment.
Thank you.
Yeah, like the moment I saw your Instagram years ago, this must have been maybe like 5 years ago. I remember scrolling and like you had your entire collection. It was you wearing your own clothes. And first of all, I loved your tattoos. She has tattoos like hinges on her body. And how did that happen? You were just like, I feel anatomical and let me.
I was, you know, I'm inspired by. Are you familiar with the Japanese ball jointed dolls?
No, I thought you were gonna say Ghost in a Shell for some reason, but no.
Well, there's these dolls that have pretty specific joints.
Hingy.
And, yeah,
Okay.
so that they can be a little more flexible than a typical doll might be. And they're kind of, they function in a way that lets you pose the dolls in very like human-like.
Do you know that you're cool?
You're so sweet.
Do you know that you're cool?
Well, I'm on this show.
No, but anybody can get on the show. But no, like, do you know? Like, do you understand the extent of your impact? And even like the words that you're saying, like you know, we can see it. Like we see your work, and we even if we don't fully understand your work, we know that like this girl has a mind, right? Like
there's something going on up there.
but you're using it. There's a lot of people that are not using it. So you're cool.
Thank you.
You are cool, and I would like it if you repeated that back to me.
You're really cool.
Thank you, and we're getting better about receiving compliments. We were talking about Buffalo Bill and your show, how that came to be. I'm curious about when in your mind were you like, oh, I totally should do a fashion show on trans archetypes, because I do remember you bringing it up to me, but I don't know if that was like the first time that you thought about it, like a couple months ago. Like, have you thought about that for a while, or like? Sorry, I'm I just had to run upstairs to put my dog upstairs. Okay, go.
So no, not really. Whenever you and I talked a few months ago, it was for the final fitting of your Red Ink show.
Yes. Which was
this,
what, like July?
Yeah.
Yeah, July.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was July.
And I had been watching some old movies, and I noticed that the trans representation in a lot of films that have trans women,
like Dressed to Kill, Silence of the Lambs,
Psycho.
I forget about that one. Apparently Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You know, I have to rewatch that one, but I believe it. But the thing is with, we were talking about the whole hierarchy of possibility, and if the trans person in question is possible, she's kind of in a comedy role. It's a comedy movie. She's the deceptive, conniving,
right,
seductress who's like gets her way in the end, and then is finally like
Ace Ventura.
the big reveal. Yeah, Ace Ventura.
Sleepaway Camp.
That one's a horror, like a slasher film.
Yes.
But the reveal is
The reveal.
quite something, and that's the whole twist.
And that's the twist.
But there's also, what's another? Soap Dish is another, where
never seen it.
it's pretty good. Sally Field plays an aging soap actress. There's a trans woman reveal at the end. But yeah, so if it's a comedy, it'll be that this woman was passing and tricked everyone.
And then it's like funny that she like did, like, it's like, oh, I can't believe you put that over our heads. Like,
yeah, and everyone pretends to throw up, and
Right.
it's like a whole...
Even though all that everybody ever thinks about is dick. And so when A Girl with a Dick comes out, it's like, wait, this is actually all I think about, women and cock.
Well, they have to pretend for
their friends.
For their friends.
Of course.
But if she's not passing, then it's a horror movie. And...
Inherently dangerous.
Right, because that's kind of how we are portrayed in society. It's like, if we don't fly under people's radar, then we're dangerous. And if we do, they never would know or give a shit because they just never knew in the first place.
Yeah, because we're everywhere, and no one ever had an issue until Christianity or Catholicism came around.
Well, yeah, we're going back real far.
Real far.
Trans people have been here since the dawn of humanity.
And we'll be here long after Charlie Kirk.
Right. So, yeah, I wanted to look at the ways in which these trans women were portrayed on film, which is to say horribly, and create this kind of reclaimed image for the runway. So that's why there's so many stiff wigs.
Yeah.
You know, kind of haphazardly applied makeup. This kind of flesh-like tulle mask, because, you know, this imagined trans woman kind of has that sort of uniform, and it's this creation by cis men about trans women, but it's not really a real trans woman in history that they can refer to for this inspiration. So it's totally like this fantasy of men in film that they create.
Yeah.
And then it has become, for better or for worse, a part of our history.
Your show was so clear to me with its message of like reclamation, the like look that they force on us, or like the vibe, right? This like kind of dark and twisted, which is you actually, like in your head. That's also how they think we all are. You know, it's like Gogo Graham, dark and twisted. But some of us are actually not that dark and twisted and super demure and sweet.
Right.
I loved your show. How many shows have you put on?
I don't know how many, but I know that this show last week was the 10th anniversary runway show for the first
one that you
runway
did.
show that I had. I had some lookbooks before that, in 2024, but it wasn't until September 2015 that I had my first show.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was kind of honestly similar back then too, with the kind of aesthetics of the hair and makeup. It was like slightly off, but hopefully in a cute way. And you know, you were talking about the different personalities of all the girls, and that's something that I treasure.
Of course.
And it is a feeling to me like none other when all these girls get together and
play.
Play in the clothes. I feel like you know, you can tell when the girls really understand the hair and the makeup and the clothes and the music, which sometimes I do the music, but this past one Serena Jarrett did the music. But I feel like there's a kind of relationship that everyone has with the whole environment and atmosphere that the audience can pick up on. And that's something that I always want.
Like it feels like the models are inherently maybe already a part of the world that you're creating or something.
Yeah, it's like
They've always been there.
They get it. They get what's happening. And of course, when I'm asking people to be in the shows and having fittings, I'm always describing to them the vibe, but it usually isn't a long conversation, and usually the girls just know exactly what I'm talking about before I'm even done explaining. So
they respect you and they admire you.
Well, it's a mutual respect.
Exactly. Exactly, and that's like rare for us to find. Obviously, like it's different when it's coming from you because you are one of us, but it feels even better probably because of that. It's like, oh my god, here's this person that's like us, like creating all this cool shit for us to play in, and I feel inspired by that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's not common, especially in fashion. Usually it's, some cis person making clothes for us. And, it's not like I'm so different from those designers in the way that I'm casting people that I think are cool and talented, and having been also in other people's fashion work, I think for me it's exciting to be able to work with other trans women who know what it's like to have your likeness, your body, your
considered,
just who you are being paraded about in someone else's clothes, and it's kind of well, for me, it's like it's very anxiety inducing to be doing that for someone else. And I hope that I facilitate an environment that's like less anxiety inducing when it comes to like how our bodies and face and whole person are being portrayed for the world.
Well, okay. Thank you for all of that. And I want to talk some more about Cecilia with you. When did you meet her? How did your relationship become what it was? And how do you keep your relationship with her alive now? It's okay.
So I met Cecilia at Abacha. She led the trans health program that was going on there that still exists today. And she was just someone that I immediately looked up to.
What year was this?
2014.
Oh wow, yeah.
And I don't know how it started, but I guess we just had this connection, and she started inviting me over to her house. And at the time we lived like less than 5 minutes walking distance from
Where was this?
another. This was kind of like the border of Bushwick and Ridgewood.
Okay.
She was just in Ridgewood and I was just in Bushwick.
Okay.
Off the Jefferson L stop. Yeah, and so I just started going over there a lot, and she was just like a mother and a friend to me.
Does she remind you of your mom a little bit, you think?
Yes, actually, similarly, the way that she would change her look all the time was kind of like reminded me of my mom a lot, or reminds me of my mom, who is still with us.
No, I remember that too for your show. You gave me a reference photo of your mom, and I'm like, is she dead?
No.
It's like, no, she's still alive.
She's alive, and we're close, and
we're happy.
Love her very much.
Okay, great.
But my mom lives far away, and Cecilia was just kind of always there for me when I needed her. She was one of the first people to model for me when I started my brand.
What year was that, like 2017? No.
2014.
2014. Okay,
Yeah.
so right when you were at Aperture. That's the day
Yeah.
that you started your.
And she's like, she was such a good model.
In so many ways, of course. Like, not just physically, but.
Yeah, she was like an artist, performer, and she knew how to translate things through her body on screen or on the camera. But yeah, she was always encouraging me to. There were so many times when I was like, I give up. I'm not doing this anymore. I hate the industry.
I want to kill myself.
Yeah, I don't. Nothing about this is like what I like about clothes. And she would always just be like, okay, but you should keep going. And she was always modeling in my shows, and she half the time would give me money to give to the girls. Yeah.
So giving.
Very giving. Always.
So giving. And it was never at her like dispense, right? Like, it never felt like, or dispense? Expense,
yeah.
Expense. She never like gave you something and then made you feel like because of that you're taking something from her.
No, she was just extremely generous, and she gave all of herself to people
all the time.
All the time.
I remember we were both working on outfits after she passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about your dress. My dress was like a black kind of like Harry Potter, like kind of Deathly Hallows-y kind of like thing.
But it had like a lot of
mesh.
Yes, interest in the
boob
decolletage area.
Yes, there was like it was like up by like a band, like a black band, and then I like rhinestone the nipples, and it was kind of like capey. I love that dress. I obviously still have it upstairs and haven't washed it since. But what was your dress?
When was this? I'm trying to remember because
That was February.
It was February.
Yeah.
So right after. I guess I was making the things that I wore to all of her events.
You were working on her dress.
Oh yes.
Yes. It just hit me. Because she was wearing this red sequined dress, and the train like went off of the casket, like was off frame and like on the floor. Do you remember that?
Yeah. That train caused a lot of
Tell us.
Well, it was just, I don't do a lot of things that have long trains usually.
Like big patterns.
And it was fully beaded as well, so...
the train was... Oh, yeah, but it came pre-beaded.
No. Oh, well, I didn't do the beads, yeah.
Right, okay.
But, sewing through beaded fabric is...
Ugh, it's a nightmare. It's so awful.
Yeah, I almost didn't get to make that dress. I was in Cecilia's house with...
Peter, right?
Peter was there.
Her boyfriend. Cecilia's boyfriend.
Rio Sophia was there, and she was on the phone with Cayenne talking about what Cecilia was going to wear in her casket. And she was on the phone, and she hung up with her, and I was like, Rio, I would like to make the dress.
Yeah, you're like, so she's not being buried unless I have a say in what she's wearing.
Yeah, and so she got Cayenne back on the phone, and it was kind of like a thing where we had to get the okay. Because I think Cayenne already started making other plans for her.
She's like, we're going to get her in Gucci or something ridiculous, right?
I don't know. I mean, it was going to be custom, I think, but it was like, I think until that point, Cayenne didn't know that I could...
So?
that I could make, let's say, conventionally flattering silhouettes.
Right, okay.
She thought I only made weird shit.
Right, she's like, no, we don't want any of that weird shit. She deserves better.
And yeah, so we kind of like talked about the dress for a while. The top part was fully sequined red fabric because Cecilia's favorite color, favorite flower, red carnation.
I actually got carnations, a couple of...
Aww.
like before I left.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you. And then I have Cecilia on this side.
Mm.
I can make her talk.
Oh, that's the
Yes.
the image from that Chris made.
Yep.
Chris Pastushka, another one of Cecilia's children and amazing artist.
Yes, he's great. And he's helped you with your shows. He worked on this one.
Yes, he helped me with this mechanical sculpture. He's a brilliant engineer and sculptor, and he makes his own mechanical sculptures. And he made this horsey go up and down.
This horsey.
Yeah, he helps me with the fashion show a lot too. He 3D printed some things for me.
Oh, he did those.
Yeah, I designed them and did them on CAD, and then I sent him the files because he has a printer that seems to be a little more reliable than mine.
Nice.
But he printed a lot of those, and so did my ex.
Okay, so you designed the dress.
Yes.
And then Cayenne was like, we need a train.
She said we need a long train that's gonna need to be able to come up the casket from the inside and have enough fabric to cascade down the side of the casket, which will be elevated. So it's like you have to calculate going up and then going down and then going down to the floor, because it can't just be hanging off. It has to be on the floor.
Yeah. Are you on hormones?
I am not on estrogen.
Okay.
At this time.
Do you want to tell us about your dosage and your body work and your
the history,
all the physical things that matter with a trans woman?
So I haven't taken estradiol since
birth.
No, I want to say it's been 84 years.
Yeah.
No, it's I want to say 2017.
Whoa!
I stopped.
I had no idea.
I stopped because I was getting top surgery, and you have to stop.
Top surgery. You calling it top surgery is so funny.
I'm trying to be inclusive.
No, I know. I do love top surgery because I say that all the time.
When I was getting my bags, my kits.
They get chilly in the summer, huh? You gotta wear sweaters.
They feel cold compared to my body all the time. I want to say no matter the season, they're always colder than the rest of me.
Period.
But yeah, so I stopped to be able to have the surgery because they make you stop for surgery.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like 4 weeks or something.
Whoa, that would kill me. I'd be so dysphoric.
Well, yeah, I thought that it would be that way for me too, and then I just afterwards, I don't know, I just didn't get back on, and then I want to say a year later, I was on just blockers.
Okay.
For those who don't know,
for the MAGA
testosterone blockers.
Testosterone T blockers, the one that we're giving to all the little boys and girls out there.
Which is usually what you take in tandem with estrogen.
Mm-hmm.
So I started taking finasteride.
Ah, yes. Beta blocker.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh. Well, yeah, I started taking that, and I stopped.
With the actual with the other blocker.
Yeah, what was the other one?
Spyro. Yeah, it's been 84 years.
It's been a long time, because Spyro caused some dysfunction, let's say.
Yes, mentally or
physically.
Okay. Oh, right. Because I've heard that about Spyro, but specifically like the mental instability that comes with Spyro.
I never really experienced that, but definitely some things stopped working as well as they.
Yes. Okay.
I wanted them to.
Exactly.
So I didn't have that issue with finasteride, and so I've just been taking that. And
whoa, sick.
I only take the amount that they prescribe to typically to cis men.
Okay.
Who take it
for hair loss.
Yeah, to help prevent hair loss.
That's been 8 years. Whoa.
I guess so.
That's insane. I mean, I know that Charlene hasn't, HIPAA law. I know Charlene hasn't been on Moans since about the same, like 2018, 2017. And for her, the same reason about like functionality and stuff.
She was in my first fashion show.
She was in your first?
Yes.
What did she wear?
She wore a red charmeuse, slinky, yes, skirt with red, ruby red nipple tassels.
I love that you remember that. Mm-hmm. And Alex Consani also walked.
No.
Oh, no, sorry. Hunter Schafer.
Yes.
Yes. You know, did I tell you about this?
You did.
Okay, so I was at the park, and I saw Alex there, Alex Consani, and I, went up to her because I saw they were going to light a joint, and so I was like, oh, perfect, I need to light my joint too. So I went up to them and I said, girls, do you have a light? And they said, no, we're looking for one. I'm like, great, I'm going to go get you one. So I got it, came back, lit them up, and I was like, it's nice to meet you, I'm Cheeky, I'm friends with Gogo, actually. I'm like, you work together, right? And she has worn something of yours.
Oh.
Hasn't she?
I don't know.
I thought so. And then Alex was like, oh, cool. I was like, yeah, because you walked in her show. And she's like, yeah, I did. And I'm like, and then I told Gogo about this, and she's like, I've never worked with Alex before. And I'm like, why did she play me like that? Like, why couldn't she just say, oh, like, no, that was Hunter, or like, I don't know who Gogo is, or something,
You never know.
She played in my
with the
face.
dolls. You never know what.
Yeah, I was like, girl, we're neighbors. Like, why you're lying to me now? I can't trust you.
I mean, maybe she was just being silly. Maybe she was having fun in the park and was like, I'm having a silly time.
Yeah. She's like, let me play with this girl. Mm-hmm, that's me. Yeah. But, okay, so Hunter Schafer
Yes.
walked your show.
Not only that, but she sponsored the whole show as well.
Exactly. I was going to say, I wanted to say that, but I didn't know if I was able to. She sponsored your show.
Yeah, she made it so that I could give the girls the pay that I always want to give them, which is not what they get at a lot of fashion shows.
Pretty much any, because none of them pay.
None of them pay. Yeah, she made that happen.
Are you still tight?
She's a busy girl, and so am I. I haven't seen her much since then.
I'm sure she adores you.
I adore her, and she's doing great work.
She is. She's really cool. Out of all of the famous trans, I think she's my favorite trans.
Yeah, I guess I don't know that many, but I would say the same.
I would love to make something with you. Like, I'm not just spewing shit. Like, but yeah, I always love like learning from other artists, and I've learned a lot watching you.
The feeling is mutual.
Thank you, Gogo. Gogo, is there anything that you would like to leave our audience with before you go? Any words of encouragement? Any words of discouragement?
I want to encourage all of the trans people out there to go outside.
Big one.
Feel the grass on your feet. Look at the birds and the trees.
Take your shoes off.
Take your shoes off. Just to experience that, but also to show all of maybe the people who have not come out yet that it can be a beautiful experience in spite of what is being inflicted upon us at this time.
Well, it's because they're scared of us.
They're scared of themselves too.
They're scared of the truth, which is that Jesus doesn't exist. And transness is beyond earth, unlike Catholicism, which is bound to this rock.
I don't know much about Catholicism.
Do you think they have Catholicism on Mars?
I think that if there is a Christian God...
Do you think he would be happy with the way that they're acting?
Well, I mean, today's supposed to be the rapture.
Oh my god, that's today! Oh, big deal.
It's also the first day of Libra season and the first day of fall because Libra's bringing the fall.
Wait, I thought that was the 21st. Oh, in September it's the 23rd.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it was today.
This is a good way to bring in the rapture.
I feel like it's some seasonal thing, that's why they chose this day. I don't know.
No, I think they chose this day because I haven't read up on the TikTok or anything like that, but I think they chose this day, the Christians, because Charlie Kirk died maybe like now a week ago or something, or like 9 days ago, and Charlie is like the second coming of Jesus. And
Oh, is
yeah.
that what they're saying?
Well, you know, in the same way that like when Jesus was spewing the truth back in Jerusalem, and they decided to kill him, right? Because he was speaking the truth. That's how they feel about Charlie. They feel that Charlie was the gospel and giving people the tea, but he was actually none of the sort. Like, he's not Jesus at all. Jesus, I think, would be really disappointed in the way that Charlie has lived her life.
I don't know. I mean, I honestly I don't know much about him and his life. I've only seen recently the kinds of people basically getting in trouble for just saying what his own words were.
Exactly.
If that makes people feel like they're doing something bad by repeating what he said, then I think that means they believe that what he said was bad. So,
and we shouldn't be throwing like a grand funeral.
That happened recently, right?
Yeah, that happened 2 days ago. It was this huge performative thing. Trump was there, like they were all there, and I'm like, I saw some of it, and like the entire time they were talking about Jesus, and like, you guys wouldn't know grief or love if it smacked you in the fucking face. I don't know. Anyway, this probably isn't even gonna make the cut, but
yeah, I didn't watch it, but
anyway, Gogo, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. We're gonna hang out until Miss Mamshi gets here.
Am I allowed to be here?
Yeah,
Okay.
Please stay. No, and I would also like to play some Guitar Hero maybe before she arrives. Have you played before?
I did in high school.
I love Guitar Hero. It's been getting me through all of the transphobic rhetoric. Truly.
I'm excited to be here for that.
Without further ado, Manic Episodes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Gogo, where can they find you?
They can find me in any of your local cruising spots.
Sniffies.
No, actually, I feel like Sniffy's ruining every good cruising spot, I have to say. Is that allowed?
Are you actually a cruiser, you feel?
I am. I feel.
Ooh,
Use hand sanitizer.
You go to where the gay guys go?
I go places where no one goes.
Just by yourself. Reading a book.
I read a book and see what kinds of things come my way.
You're a cruiser?
If you're a trans woman, it's not hard. It's not hard to cruise if you're a trans woman.
So tell me more about this. I'm sorry, but okay. So you're a cruiser. Where do you go, girl?
It's not over yet.
No, we need to hear about this.
I mean, I like to go all over. It's like
you travel.
If you're looking around and you're a trans woman, you'll find it.
Yeah. Do you like public stuff?
I don't think that's legal, so
it's not.
That's inappropriate.
It's extremely inappropriate. Actually, we're done. Gogo, but where can they find you on socials and everything?
You can find me at Gogo Graham on Instagram. That's kind of all I do these days, and I don't really...
Oh, wait, you have a Depop, too, though.
Oh, I have a Depop. Yeah, same thing. At Gogo Graham.
At Gogo Graham. Gogo, thank you for being here. Bye, Manic Episodes. See you next month.